Coming up on Conestoga Connected. Sensational brings the dojo right into your home.
I'll take you down and see if you do the same with me. Maybe just
In jogging around, find out if our host has what it takes to get hired.
Went through today. Would you hire me?
And later, you'll get hooked when Blast from the Past takes you back to 1914. This and much more on Conestoga Connected. I just love this time of year. The leaves are changing color, pumpkin spice latte is back in style.
But more importantly, it's time to kick off a brand new season of Conestoga Connected. And boy, are we starting off this season right. I'm your host, Brody Morden.
And I'm Angelica Sampaio. We've got an awesome first show lined up for you today. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey Angelica, do you like martial arts?
I certainly like watching them.
Lucky for us, the guys from Sensational are going to show us what it takes to become martial arts masters.
Hey guys, welcome back to our show. This week we are going to learn about karate and maybe try out a few moves. So we are here at the Kitchener Karate Academy. Come, let's check it out.
We begin our martial arts series with karate, word that means empty-handed Japanese. That's to say, it's an unarmed martial art that uses kicking, striking, and defensive blocking with arms and legs. Come with us on this journey to learn, move, and feel sensational. We are here today at one of Kitchener's well-known karate dojo called Kitchener Karate Academy. This is a 5,000 square feet studio with over 200 students learning Shotokan karate, winning over multiple awards at competitions. And this is what happens when you do it without the instructor. Which brings us to Philip Bellum, the owner and main instructor here.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sensei Philip Bellum, the owner of Kitchener Karate Academy, where we train full contact karate for high level competition for all ages. So we start with age 4 and we go as high as you can still train. Our oldest member is 60 years old. He does full contact karate as well. So we have 200 students doing solely karate. They're instead of a jack of all trades, master of one. So we just focus on that.
Yeah, so I think I as a beginner would like to try out a few moves for karate, so I would actually love to join you and your class to practice a few moves. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. I'll show you a few moves and I'll take you down and see if you do the same on me.
Maybe just a few moves and that's it.
As you can see, everyone is able to start practicing karate. That's what a student told us as well when she decided to learn it after taking her son to Sensei Philip's classes. Here's Nikki Lapage.
For me, honestly, to kind of jump in this with no background in martial arts whatsoever. But honestly, if you find the right community and the right sensei, it's really easy to come into. It's motivating.
Hope you enjoyed this and had a great time watching this video. We'll see you next time. Until then, this is Rahul Sawan signing off.
Wow, that looks so exhausting. Do you think they worked up an appetite after that?
I sure hope so, because up next, Akshay Sudhakaran is going to show us all about Chilean culture and get a taste of some mouth-watering cuisine.
Paulo, a content creator from Chile who recently relocated to Canada in 2022 in order to start a new life here. Let's hear more from him.
My name is Paulo Munoz. I am a student of Conestoga College and I come from Chile. Canada is a beautiful country. It's amazing. The people are so nice, and we like everything of Canada. We love this country, but sometimes we miss our country, the sea, or some foods, or of course the family and friends. But we are happy to be here.
He was always so eager to eat some Chilean food, especially the street foods. Let's see what Paulo will be cooking for us. So he told me he's gonna make a hot dog in a Chilean way. For that, first of all, we need a well-done sausage. We peel off the avocado and crush them. The tomatoes are nicely diced with sprinkled salt. We set the bun with the sausage, diced tomatoes, and crushed avocados, followed by mayo and ketchup.
this dish is called completo italiano.
So today Paolo made us a wonderful dish. It's called completo italiano.
Completo italiano.
Oh, completo italiano.
It's the way, the Chilean way to eat hot dogs. In any other country in Latin America eat their hot dogs in this way. It's exclusive for the Chilean people.
It is amazing to learn new different cultures and their food. Thanks for watching Taste Of. See you next time.
Wow, that all looked delicious. Would you like a scone?
Sure. Speaking of that, ever wonder what it takes to work in a professional bakery? The Jobbing Around crew has traveled to the Sconery to show us what it takes to make the sweetest treats in town.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. Today we're at the Sconery in Kitchener where we're going to learn what it takes to be a baker. Let's find out.
The Sconery specializes in not only scones, but also gluten-free macarons, cheesecakes, cinnamon rolls, and many more delicious treats. Today, I got to work with the owner, Ron Sutherland, to learn more about this job and how to make delicious macarons.
How many of these do you make in a day, would you say?
We do batches that make around 325 macarons at a time. We make sure like every batch we do is made exactly the same and that products are going out consistently. That's what customers want to see. They want to know that they're getting the best product they can every time they come in. There's a lot to these, and that's why, you know, they are a higher end product because it took a long time to get them to look like this.
Now that the macarons are done, I asked Ron what he looks for in an employee.
Someone who can multitask. We don't have just someone working at a till or at the dish pit. We're a team and we're all doing little bits of everything.
Speaking of team, Tinica bakes all the shop's pastries, so we decided to ask her what makes baking so enjoyable.
It's called Baker's Pride, so when you make something and you see someone like love it.
I was feeling some baker's pride myself, but let's see what Sutherland thinks.
After all that we went through today, would you hire me?
I was a little worried at the start. You know, you picked it up, showed a little bit of promise.
You know what? I'll take it. Well, I feel like we learned a lot about what it takes to be a baker, but I gotta say, after all of today, I'm happy to be taking the hairnet off. We'll be seeing you next time on Jobbing Around.
We've really been treating ourselves today. I'm in a good mood to go to the mall now. What about you, Brody?
Same here, but the stores at the mall contribute to such a lot of waste. I think the Green Choice team have a different idea of where to shop instead.
Fast fashion is a multi-billion-dollar industry, but today we're here at Grey Rock Clothing, downtown Guelph, to meet with Linda, who's going to show you how you can incorporate greener choices into your wardrobe. I'm here with Linda from Grey Rock Clothing in downtown Guelph. So Grey Rock has been here for 10 years, you said, quite a while, but you've only owned it for 5?
Correct. Yeah.
Can you tell us about what made you decide to purchase Grey Rock?
So I was looking to start a business, own a business, but I really wanted it to be a business that stood for something, that had some impacts, and then the store came up for sale. It was a store I already shopped at, bought my daughter's dresses from here, and it just felt like a really good fit for me. So I really care first and foremost about how the garment workers, the factory workers are being paid and treated. And inherently when that happens, they really also tend to care about the environment. So we have a lot of natural products or recycled, so organic cotton or recycled poly, you know, more natural fibers.
I've been trying to avoid fast fashion trends. I try to shop locally. I feel that I don't need new clothes all the time. I can use what I have. And when I do buy new clothes, I try to be conscious, like, how often am I gonna wear this? That sort of thing, so that I can avoid having to buy new clothes all the time. For me, like, shopping locally and sustainably is part of that.
This show is called The Green Choice. So what would be your advice for students or people who don't maybe have the big budget to spend on an investment piece? What should be their first green choice that they make in their clothing?
So first and foremost, I know I'm running a retail store, but you don't have to buy new. You know, there's lots of consignment shops. If it matters to you, do that research and buy the things that are easier on the environment and go back into the earth and just buy less.
So the next time you want to update your wardrobe, make the green choice and shop locally and buy investment pieces that will last for years.
Speaking of affordable clothing, Thrifty Dreams is coming up in the second half, so stay tuned for that.
But for now, let's get ready to be blessed to the past as Peter Holmes tries to teach us how Mennonite settlers did things all the way back in the good old days.
Welcome to the Doon Heritage Village, located at 10 Huron Road, Kitchener. Let's go check it out.
Doon Heritage Village is a 60-acre living historical village. Scroll back in time to the year 1914 and experience historical buildings, period dressed interpreters, and engaging activities for the whole family. The first place we will be visiting is the blacksmith's workshop.
Or how significant was it back in the day?
Having a blacksmith was absolutely essential to a small village, or to any size of village. Bigger villages than this might have a couple of blacksmiths, or you would have a blacksmith and then you'd also have a farrier who's focusing on the horseshoeing.
Okay, so now Sean will show us how it was done in 1914.
Okay, well I'm going to have you help me make a hook just like this one right here.
Okay.
And I'll have you stand right back over here. Okay, so that's your hammer. Ready? Have you cool that off in the water.
The village recreates life in rural Waterloo country during the year 1914. The village housed lots of different cultures.
So there are a large number of Mennonite folks still living in this community, but even in 1914 we weren't just a Mennonite community, so there were a mix of all sorts of British, English, Irish, Scotch, Welsh, German, along with those old order Mennonites and some very much less conservative Mennonites.
Doon Heritage Village welcomes all visitors who are interested in Canadian history.
Thank you to the Doon Heritage Village for having us for this segment of Blast from the Past. I'm your host, Peter Holmes, signing off.
That's all for the first half of Conestoga Connected, but don't go away.
From travel to food, shopping, and music,
you won't want to miss it.
This time on Conestoga Connected, the team at Culinary Conestoga gives us an in-depth look at what it's like to study the culinary arts. Also, Small Town Vibes takes us on an adventure to check out some of the local activities in beautiful St. Jacobs. And Record Scratch gets us up to date on the place to go for all of your vinyl needs. All of this and more coming up on Conestoga Connected.
Hello everybody and welcome to the second half of Conestoga Connected. I'm your host Phil Van Dyke.
And I'm Shivangi Sharma. We've got a very special show lined up for you today.
You can say that again, it's pretty amazing.
Well, let's not waste any more time and hop right into it.
Hey Shivangi, what's this I hear about you doing a bit of traveling?
I certainly have been. Recently I got a chance to get out of the city and see St. Jacobs.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I love that place. Let's take a look at what you and the Small Town Vibes team got up to.
Hi everyone, and today we are here to explore this little piece of history located in the township of Woolwich, which is just outside the Waterloo City. St. Jacob is known for its small town charm, Mennonite heritage, and its sprawling market. The town is a mix of modern day life and past history and has so many stories to tell. So let's not waste any time and check out these small town vibes. Let's have some fun.
St. Jacob's Farmers Market, it's a great place to sell our craft beer because a lot of tourists from outside of Ontario, like Perry's, Toronto, Sarnia, Ottawa come here, and also people from Alberta, East Coast, West Coast, and it's a great place because St. Jacob's Farmers Market is a melting pot with great food, with great product, and why not bring tourists with great beer?
The market was established in 1975 and has grown to draw about 1 million visitors annually.
We are the largest outdoor year-round farmers market in Canada. So, and this is peak time to be here during the harvest season, so we'll have over 200 outdoor vendors outside.
Hamel Broom is the last con broom makers left in Canada, and the store has recently expanded to a huge selection of quality nostalgic cast iron hardware, home decor items, gifts and more.
From the farmers market, amazing beer, and the great atmosphere of downtown, I for sure loved it all. And I hope you guys also enjoyed the vibes of St. Jacobs. I cannot wait to see you guys next time. I'm Shivangi Sharma for Small Town Vibes. Hey, where did they get this collection of books from?
Oh, I actually got it from a really cool thrift shop in town.
I didn't know you were a thrifter. Well, this week Simrandeep Oprai and her team went to a thrift store where they're going to give us all the insights for thrift lovers. Let's check out what they've got to show us.
Hello everyone and welcome to our show Thrifty Dreams. Today we are at Thrift of Can to explore some unique paintings, furnitures and more stuff. So without wasting any further time, let's go inside to see what they have for us. Let's go.
Thrift on Can started 50 years ago and it is a non-profit store. The store is a Mennonite Central Community organization and their profit go to their community and other charities.
You have a big store and you're managing everything over here, so you're getting lots of donation. How will you categorize them according to their price?
For pricing, it is interesting. We've been doing this for a long time, so when you're doing things like this for a long time, you start to develop patterns, and so we do have a low, medium, high pricing depending on the quality of an item or its retail value. Definitely, it's a lot of knowledge that's come over those 50 years.
Oh, I love all the wide variety of all the items and the eclectic, all different kinds of stuff that you can find here, so yeah.
Are you fine for what you are looking or not?
Oh, not yet. I haven't found it, but I'm kind of browsing and I'm sure I'll come home with something that I wasn't even expecting.
Now we are going to challenge him if you can find something related to your dress that match your outfit within 1 minute. And around the store, and your time starts now. So your time's up, and in the end you find this. I guess it's look good with your outfit. What an eventful day. I'm your host Simrandeep Kaur Boparai with Conestoga Connected.
Ever wonder what kind of local artists are in your area? Well, you can stop wondering because up next, the crew from Mic Check is here to expand your music library.
Hello, and welcome to Mic Check. Today, we're going to be checking out Girl Power. So without further ado, let's get inside and check out the rehearsals. Right this way.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fun, 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 fun all day with you. Summer day
Hi, my name's Emily.
Hi, I'm Luna. My name is Josie.
Hi, I'm Karina. And I'll follow wherever you go and having fun all day with you. Let's go today, let's go.
We got to know how the group met.
Through a process of auditions, and it was held by Canon Entertainment Group. So we collaborated on choreography at the auditions, we sang, and we also have like acting classes and things now, so we've expanded a lot.
We got to learn a bit from where their creativity comes from.
I feel like one of our inspirations as a band is JoJo Siwa, because she always likes to spread a positive message to young people where you just be yourself and have fun and don't listen to any of the haters.
Let's see what's in store for the future of Power Girls.
Hopefully on a big stage.
Worldwide. I want Girl Power to go on a world tour.
Hopefully on like larger stages.
Or maybe on world tours and in the USA.
Let's hear some of the group's mottos.
Fun, passionate,
Inspiration.
Powerful.
Empowering.
Powerful.
What advice do you have for up-and-coming artists such as yourself?
You're gonna get there.
Go for it, try your best, and don't let anyone get you down. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it or that you're not good enough, because it's definitely not true.
Be yourself, honestly.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Jaden Dunning, and we'll see you next time on Mic Check.
Wow, they seem like really great artists. They're clearly going places.
I couldn't agree more. Talking about music, I myself am a big fan of vinyl records.
Well, if you're looking for some, the guys from Record Scratch can definitely give you some insider information on local record shops. Let's see where they head this week.
Hello, I am Chris Sabata, and this is Record Scratch. Today we are Royal Cat Records on Guelph, Ontario.
On today's episode, we're going to be talking with Royal Cat Records' new owner, Sarah Van Den Boom.
What was the main reason? What inspired you to buy the record store?
There was just a shift in culture at my previous job, which was also music retail. There was a little less music being brought into the stores, and I just wanted to continue selling music.
As the new owner, she says that she feels more than welcome to the downtown and music scene of Guelph. Sarah has many plans for the future of the store, including live events. She is also very supportive when it comes to local music artists.
Are we talking about, like, did you ever thought about owning a record store, like, growing up?
Yes, I've thought about owning a record store for many years. Working for corporations had taught me a lot about records and the business.
Yes. Okay, so now, if you were to walk around the store and pick up your 3 albums, will you take the challenge?
Yes.
Okay then.
Okay.
Let's see what you can find.
Yeah, so I am a product of the 80s, but raised in the 90s. So Lauryn Hill is one of my favorite albums. As a Canadian, raised in the 90s, I was brought up with the Tragically Hip. This is their Live at the Roxy from 1992, so around the time that Road Apples was released. They recorded this album. It's the first time on vinyl. Third album probably would be Green Day Dookie. So a little bit of punk, but good for the whole family.
Yeah, and that's a classic. I love it.
Yes, it is. I wear this shirt often here.
Sarah's love for music and community are undeniable, and her record store reflects that.
So, if your record ever scratches, you now know where to go. The Royal Cat Records at Guelph.
Hey, Shivagi, want to see a new TikTok dance?
Yeah, sure. I'm not so sure about that, but I'm sure Defend the Trend has something there to show us.
Welcome to Defend the Trend, the show where we take a closer look at internet memes and attempt to discover what made them so popular. This week, we'll be talking to internet meme specialists about the video that everyone and their mom has seen. But be warned, this could get a little corny. Let's take a look.
It's cold. I've been going
adorable? Today, we're talking to two Twitch streamers from Guelph, Ontario, Carter Kelleher and Nathaniel McLean, to find out whether or not they deem this video worthy of the praise it's received. Tariq, aka the Corn Kid, has captured the hearts and minds of TikTok users across the globe, with over 1.2 million creators taking the sound and repurposing it for their own content. You can even book a commemorative video from him on Cameo.
Now on Cameo. Come and join me and have a fantastic day.
Not bad for a 7-year-old. We traveled to Guelph, Ontario to chat with Carter Kelleher and Nathaniel McLean to get their thoughts on why Tariq's corn commentary charmed its way into our hearts.
I think it's kind of just the silly nature of it. It's just a kid singing a song about corn.
The way that he pronounces it and everything that he does is just funny. Nowadays, when something becomes viral on the internet, everyone laughs at it and likes it and shares it.
I mean, who doesn't love corn?
And it just becomes this sensation everyone's talking about for a week.
What meme will the world be fascinated with next?
Take a spin on a cyclone.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good.
Louis.
We'll break it down for you next week and let you be the judge. That's all for today on Defend the Trend. I'm Phil for Conestoga Connected. See you next time.
Wow, Phil, you really seem to know a lot about memes.
You bet. Now, let's change course and take a look at what the Culinary Conestoga team got up to in the kitchen this week.
Ever wanted to learn how to cook? Maybe advance some of those more basic culinary skills? Well, we're here at the Conestoga Waterloo campus, so look no further.
Conestoga offers many programs, but the Hospitality and Culinary Arts program is extensive and informative. The Waterloo campus teaches 18 different courses, all related to the culinary arts. On top of that, they have their very own restaurant built right into the main lobby, called Bloom, and it's student-run. Once I got to explore the restaurant, I talked to the executive chef, Brian Lamanto. Lamanto is new to Conestoga as he joined Bloom when the restaurant received some renovations back in 2018. They have both had a great impact on the program so far.
We've become a lot more visible to the community because obviously we have a bigger footprint here at a major intersection, the corner of University and Weber and Marsland, in between Weber and Marsland, and given us an opportunity to expand our programming. We have a lot more to offer in terms of equipment, accessibility, and then of course with Bloom being on the main level, it's easy to get into.
Bloom can host up to 55 people. However, every 7 weeks they swap out their student staff with their students. During the new staff's training, Bloom will close for the first week, then slowly open up more tables, so the students don't get overwhelmed. Lamanto said he believes the most challenging thing for the new students is starting to work together and properly communicating with each other.
You know, seeing a demonstration put on by faculty, then going and reproducing it by themselves in the lab, and then when they come into the restaurant, they might have one component of a plate that they have to coordinate with other people on their team to get to the pass in a timely manner to the chef in charge, which would be a student.
I also got to meet Yana Agarwal, a second-year culinary management student. Yana told me about her favorite job at the restaurant.
Being a line cook is actually really overwhelming and stressful, but I love how the responsibilities are par as per a second-year student. And it's awesome. It's a lot of responsibilities, but it's not overwhelming. I love that.
Wow, I can't wait to come back to Bloom and get my hands on some delicious food. That's all for today. See you next time.
That's all the time we have today, and I had a great time.
Me too. What a wild ride. We hope you have a great day, and don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Conestoga Connected for some behind-the-scenes footage. I'm Shivangi Sharma.
And I'm Phil Van Dyke. See you next time.